right now.
Right now at 3:30, we're looking at new state legislation signed by Governor Ron DeSantis. The measure effectively stops citizen review boards from investigating the actions of local law enforcement officers.
The governor is calling those review boards highly political and accuses them of being stacked with activists. Local 10's Laren Livingston is joining us live from Miami to break down what this new law really actually means. Laren?
And we also spoke with the head of Miami's civilian investigative panel. He says right now they're still trying to evaluate this new legislation to kind of see where things go from here. But as you mentioned there, the governor, he talks a lot about law enforcement and how this new legislation is supposed to support law enforcement. Well, critics say they are now concerned and they're wondering at what expense.
In my opinion, it always helps the police be able to do a better job knowing that there is another eye watching them.
Larry Handfill is an attorney currently representing a man who was shot by Miami police. He was also the first chairman of Miami's Citizen Investigative Panel.
The purpose was to give credibility for the citizens that their investigations, their complaints were going to be seriously looked at with an open eye, with ability of objectivity.
He fears all of that will disappear when House Bill 601 goes into effect. Governor Ron DeSantis signed the bill into law Friday, which limits what police oversight boards can do.
Yeah, they can meet, they can exercise whatever First Amendment, they're not going to have any right to initiate disciplinary proceedings.
Our focus is not punishing individual officers. We at no point have had the power to do so. We help bring civilian perspective into policy making and analysis of the police department and what our criminal justice system should be.
They understand that civilian oversight is a necessary component that makes our public safety system work, but they just don't want civilians doing it.
Under the law going forward, any board must be established or reestablished by a sheriff or chief who would appoint its members. At least one retired law enforcement officer must sit on the board, raising concerns of confidence.
I think it's very misleading to think that police chiefs are going to appoint people who are independent thinkers in the community.
With some, I guess, almost 24 of these review boards across the state, we did reach out to some of the local ones here that have them in place: Fort Lauderdale, Miami-Dade County, City of Miami here. We're still waiting to hear back from those heads of those departments to kind of see where they stand on things, what their take is on things. But this law, of course, goes into effect on July 1st. In Miami, Laren Livingston, Local 10 News.